Hello friends, Mandar here. I'm back with another video. Today I was waiting for the Department of State interview to do my analysis as I usually do. So I was waiting for that interview, I went for a walk and I came home and I saw the interview still did not happen. I have an idea why it did not happen, but let's talk about some other things that are happening. If you have seen my previous video and the visa bulletin, the dates for EB2 and EB3 have suddenly moved a lot, and there are a lot of people who are waiting whose priority dates have become current. So let's talk about what might happen in the August and September visa bulletin. So if you're interested in this topic, watch this video until the end and let's get started. If you are here for the first time, welcome. My name is Mandar and I make immigration related videos for US and Canada. I'm not an immigration lawyer, so anything that I say on this video or on my channel is for information purpose only. And for your specific immigration needs, before you take any action, you should hire a competent immigration lawyer. Now, President Biden announced yesterday that July 19th is going to be Juneteenth Day. If you remember, there is a story behind it, and this was a little bit lost story which has come back to life. It has to do with black community people who got relief from slavery because of the decision made by President Lincoln centuries back. There was a time when one of the towns, Brownville, Texas, the news did not reach them, in fact, for several years. Finally, the US Army had to go and liberate the people over there. So it is a historic landmark in American history. And President Biden made this a 12th national holiday, or federal holiday, I should say, in the United States since yesterday. Because June 19th falls on a Saturday, they have given Friday, which is today, as holiday. So if you are doing something for Juneteenth, do put in the comments section below. And I think that is the exact reason why we did not see the Department of State interview with Charlie today, because it is a federal holiday as of yesterday. I went for a walk this morning and I was ready to do this analysis video after the interview, but I waited and waited and the interview did not happen. And then it struck me that this is a Juneteenth federal holiday that was just declared yesterday, so that might be the reason. So we can expect to see this interview anytime next week, as early as Monday, I guess. So they might update their website not over the weekend but on Monday. So we'll see when this happens. But in the meantime, let's talk about the priority dates for EB2 and EB3. So if you saw, the final election dates for EB2 moved by 6 months to now they are about June 1st of 2011. 6 months of progression for EB2 India never happened in the last several years, as far as I could remember. Also for EB3 it was like 14 months, which is incredible because it has we have never seen that happen. My prediction was it might happen up to 9 months to 10 months for EB3 and about 4 months for EB2, but this has surpassed. And I think what has happened is if you look at the charts carefully, the chart B, they have extended the timeline for chart B as well. For EB2, they have now extended to 1st of December 2011, and for EB3, they have extended to 1st of February 2014. So they have extended by a month. So there is an extension even in the filing dates chart. What it means is the final action date chart is now even going to go longer in the next 2 months. So let's look at what can we predict for the next 2 months. The reason I say next 2 months is because this fiscal year is going to end by the end of September. So we only have August and September to look at after July. So if you think about it, the current priority date for EB2 is June 1st, 2011 in the final action date chart. And if you look at the filing date chart, it is December 1st, 2011. So now it has almost 7 months to go. In fact, I would have expected the filing date chart to even go further for EB2 into 2012, but they have still restricted it at 1st of December 2011. So if we go by the assumption that the date will still remain same for the next 2 months in the filing date chart at 1st of December 2011, which means that it has room to progress for 7 months in the next 2 months. So about 3.5 months per per month. So basically, by this assumption, in this August visa bulletin, the EB2 final action date will be somewhere around September or October. And for EB3, if you see, it's at 1st of January 2013, it has to go all the way to 1st of February 2014. So we are talking about 14 months of progression again. So what I would say is, for my prediction is, this might progress by another 6 to 7 months in the August visa bulletin, and next 6 to 7 months in the September visa bulletin. So the EB3 priority date might go to August or September of 2013 for India in the August visa bulletin, and then it will catch up with February 1st of 2014 in the next. Now, if we make an assumption that Charlie might even extend the filing dates chart even further for EB2 and EB3, say for instance, it goes for EB2, it goes even further 6 months, and for EB3 it goes further by about a year. If that was to happen, what I would say is, in the second scenario, the EB2 priority date for India might reach December 1st of 2011 by August visa bulletin, and then June or July 1st of 2012 in the September visa bulletin. And for EB3, the priority date might reach February 1st of 2014 in the August visa bulletin, another year, February of 2015 by September visa bulletin. But that is a very optimistic estimate. In my mind, I would go by the first assumption. In the next 2 months, the priority dates might extend by 3.5 months for EB2, and by about an year by for EB3 India. So let's see what happens. There is also a question about how long is it taking for people to get their visas or green cards if their priority date remains current. Now, I don't have hard facts. I can only go by what people told me based on their timelines and when they got their green card. I know people from October, November and December of last year who have applied for 485, whose dates have been current all along, but they are still waiting for their green card. On the other hand, I know for fact some people reported that they applied in January and February of this year for 485, and their dates became current eventually, and they got green card within 2 to 3 months. So there are cases in both the extremes. In either ways, I would say that it is a very good chance that if you have applied for your 485 anytime this year, and if your priority date has been current in the final action date chart, it is very good chance that you will get your green card by the end of September this year. So let's see what happens. Let me know what you think about in the comment section below. I would say 3 to 4 months of progression for EB2 in the next 2 months, and about a year of progression for EB3 in the next month. So if and when Charlie makes a video on Monday, I will make an analysis video. So stay tuned to my channel if you haven't already subscribed, and please don't forget to hit that like button so that YouTube will spread this video even to more people who will benefit from this information. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.